Spoiler alert, the sixth episode of House of the Dragon's second season offered viewers a ton of new content to analyze. With the world still reeling from the consequences of Rook's Rest, the HBO prequel series is finally living up to the Season 2 cast expansions for the House of the Dragon, showcasing how apparently small characters like Addam and Alan will be woven into the main story. The crucial dragon battle escalated the conflict, and in the midst of everything that has transpired in the dance thus far, the Blacks and Greens are still struggling to get their bearings. In the sixth episode, Rhaenyra and Jace set out to find new riders in an attempt to tame the dragons that have not been claimed on Dragonstone. When Steffon Darklyn is cruelly burned alive while attempting to mount Seasmoke, Rhaenyra is once again forced to reconsider her plan of action. Daemon remains at the haunted castle, trying to raise an army while going berserk at Harrenhal and losing himself in his visions. Under the new leadership of Prince Regent Aemon Targaryen, who may be less steady than the impulsive King Aegon II, the Greens are struggling in the interim.
The dragon Seasmoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown.
Welcome to Movie Spy. Who is the new rider on Seasmoke? Seasmoke's new rider in Fire and Blood is Addam of Hull. At the conclusion of the episode, Rhaenyra finds out that Seasmoke has been spotted soaring above the Crownlands with a new rider. Her plan with Steffon Darklyn was to have Seasmoke, the unclaimed dragon who appeared most ready to find a new human companion, mounted by her trusted knight. She wasn't sure if she would be able to find another rider of Velaryon blood to form a link with the dragons if this flopped. Nevertheless, Addam of Hull, who has been gradually introduced throughout the season on Driftmark, appears to be the lonesome Seasmoke's rider. While fishing on the beach, Addam of Hull appears to be attacked by Seasmoke. At first, the enormous beast terrifies him, but in the last moments of the episode, he seems to understand that the dragon is not after him, and even suggests that he might end up riding it. In Fire and Blood, the HBO show's source material, Addam rides beside Seasmoke, which makes sense because he's Corlys Velaryon's bastard son. Before being eliminated from the show in Season 1, Laenor Velaryon, the true-born son of Lord Corlys, rode Seasmoke. The reason Mysaria appealed to Rhaenyra's wish to become queen in their kiss. Rhaenyra's romance with Mysaria is another unexpected book shift in Season 2 of House of the Dragon. Throughout the dance, Mysaria and Rhaenyra's connection develops in the book, although it is never explained as anything more than tactical and political. Although there was noticeable sexual tension between Rhaenyra and Mysaria earlier in the season, this is the first time they have truly gotten physically close. Regarding Rhaenyra, it appears that her need for Mysaria stems from a sense of dominance. Given that Mysaria is the only character in Season 2 to treat her like a queen and to show genuine faith in her, it makes sense that Rhaenyra would seek out intimacy from her. Another reason could be a desire to be better than Daemon. Regarding Mysaria, she appears to have faith in Rhaenyra and desires to win her approval. Nevertheless, her conflicting emotions towards Daemon may possibly play a role. Is Daemon really becoming opposed to Rhaenyra? An explanation of her fears. Daemon appears to be playing games with Rhaenyra, but he hasn't completely turned against her. Daemon's remarks at Harrenhal are treasonous against Rhaenyra as of Season 2, Episode 6. He hasn't, however, actively turned against her. Rhaenyra hasn't been harmed directly by Daemon. All he's done is declare himself to be king and cut off contact in an attempt to allude to her concerns. Daemon wants to feel as though Rhaenyra depends on him. Thus, he wants her to ask him to return. Sir Alfred Broom is sent to delegate in Rhaenyra's place, as she does her best to avoid participating in his game. Daemon's reasons for taking the dragon egg in Season 1 are still relevant to his behavior in Season 2. In order to cope with his feelings, Daemon acts like a child and tries to get the other person, Viserys or Rhaenyra, to notice him and feel desperate. While Daemon is likely still loyal to Rhaenyra because, deep down, he needs her just as much as he wants her to need him, Rhaenyra isn't playing into his game, and he's drifting further away. Grover Tully was killed by Alys Rivers, and the ghost theory is refuted. Daemon's Riverlands predicament has been improved by Alys Rivers. The only person able to gather the Riverlords to support Daemon was Grover Tully, the aging Lord Paramount of the Riverlands. Sir Simon Strong implies in Season 2, Episode 6, that Alys Rivers attempted to heal Grover Tully. Daemon's response suggests, however, that Alys used her skills to end the old Lord's life. Sir Oscar Tully, Grover's grandson, is now Lord Paramount of the Riverlands as a result. Daemon believes he can control Oscar, which gives him fresh hope for building his army. According to a popular hypothesis, Alys Rivers was either a fabrication of Daemon's subconscious or a spirit sent to torment him. Her remark by Simon Strong in episode 6 establishes her legitimacy as a genuine person possessing some nebulous magical abilities that enable her to see and hear visions, although her exact purpose in Daemon's visions is still unknown. It appears that she is assisting him in putting the Riverlands in the proper order so that Rhaenyra can use them against him. An explanation of Daemon's vision of Viserys. Episode 6 of Daemon Season 2 brings their emotional conflict to a close. Paddy Considine reappears as King Viserys Targaryen in Daemon's last vision in Harrenhal. The sequence reenacts a scenario from the first showing of House of the Dragon, in which the deceased monarch promised Daemon that Rhaenyra would become his heir. Following Daemon's extremely offensive reference to Viserys' deceased infant boy as heir for a day, this decision was taken. The vision, which represents the apex of Daemon's psychological struggles for the season, depicts his profound sorrow and terror over his sibling. The narrative of Daemon's House of the Dragon centers on his sense of inadequacy toward Viserys, and how his unwavering thirst for power led him to consistently let his brother down. At this point, Daemon realizes he was never cut out to be his brother's successor, and is able to help him go back on the right path toward Rhaenyra. Anticipations regarding House of the Dragon Episode 7 of Season 2. In Episode 7, the Blacks may get a new dragon rider. Rhaenyra's showdown with Addam of Hull, who is currently riding Seasmoke in House of the Dragon Season 2. Episode 7 is the main event that viewers should anticipate. Scenes from this episode were used in the Season 2 teasers. Rhaenyra may find this to be a reassuring and optimistic occasion, as she may make a new ally. This will culminate in the sowing of the seeds, whereupon additional descendants of the Velaryons will be able to claim their own dragons. Regarding Daemon, his visions are coming to an end, and with Grover's passing, he can now finish his arc in Harrenhal and the Riverlands and gather his army to face the advancing Lannister army. On the Greens, they might be lured into a battle with the Riverlands army, particularly as Aemond and Criston Cole are starting to diverge on their future military plans. Perhaps a little more action before it's all over in the last episodes of House of the Dragon Season 2. Thanks for watching.